Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me. A little bit out of the ordinary, so I apologize, but got some stuff going on that I wanted to talk about and let you guys know I won't be here for the Friday live stream. So just wanted to give you guys an update, maybe talk a little bit and see where things go. I'm sure a lot of you that joined me on Friday will probably be watching this after the fact, but that's fine. I know you guys all have busy lives, but I just wanted to put this one up. All right, so we've talked, that was a long intro, and here we are. Let me see if anyone's joined me. No? Okay. So I may field some questions today, but basically what I want to talk about is I'm going to do an update on my rig, one that I've been wanting to do for quite a while. Of course, there's a lot of things that I want to do to my rig. Some of them cosmetic, some of them functional. You guys may have watched some of my other videos on the LED lighting that I have on my rig. But you know, first and foremost, it's a tool that I use for my everyday tasks, and one of those tasks is you know, recording and editing and posting my YouTube videos. What I want to do is upgrade my hard drive storage space. And so we'll talk a little bit about what that entails. Let's go over here. All right. Okay. All right, so I'm going to update the rig. And what I want to do is I want to go to a full-on solid-state drive-based rig. There's our 1030 alert, so it's 1030. So what I want to do is I want to go to a full-on solid-state drive rig. Not to mention also an M2 solid-state rig. So for those of you who don't know what a solid-state drive is, it is a hard drive with a minimum of moving parts. It doesn't have disk spindles like old hard drives. Normal hard drives they're like records basically, or record players, where there's platters and little read-write heads like the needle of your record player, and they read the data on the drive. And of course they have to move around in order to access the data on the drive. So it is a physical device with moving parts that can wear out. My wife's joining me today. Kids are at school, so you'll note how deadly quiet it is around here. So basically, you know, the SATA-based hard drive, or SATA-based solid-state drives, have been around for quite some time. And if you crack one open, you'll see that there's no platters or read-write heads in there. But they still are enclosed in a case, and generally have a SATA connector. If I can get this to hold, I can't. But there's a SATA connector on the back, and so they basically still connect with cables inside your computer. If you're familiar with the way rigs work, there's SATA ports on your motherboard, and you'll plug a cable into that, and then the other end of the cable plugs in to the SATA-based hard drive, whether it's a regular or a solid-state drive. Now the M2 drive is a newer type of hard drive. You need a special connector on your motherboard for them, or you can get a special adapter. Eek. And in my case, I bought a special adapter. This is an adapter that you can plug into one of your PCI ports, and you're able to connect an additional M2 drive. And the reason that is because I'm going to be using 3 M2 drives. So this is the new one. Let's go back over here. This is the new one that I just purchased. It's a 2 terabyte drive. I wished I could have gotten the more advanced one, but as it turns out, this one's pretty close. The Samsung 960 2 terabyte drive is almost 3 times this price. The Samsung 960 Pro 2 terabyte is around $1,500. This one is around $500. So this is the drive that I've decided to use for my storage. My normal M2 drive that I'm using now is my boot drive, and that is this one. Oh, okay. This is the newer half terabyte drive, but I also have a 950. Let's see if we can find it here. All right. Let's go back over here. It's not doing it. There we go. All right, so if you can see this, this is my current configuration. And you'll notice here that I have an M4, which is a very good drive. It's been there for quite a while, but it's a SATA-based solid-state drive. And then you'll see that I have these 2 M2 solid-state drives. Unfortunately, this 1 terabyte drive isn't really doing anything right now. It's in the alternate M2 slot. What happened was, it was my go-to startup drive, and then it failed. And I had to send it back to Samsung to get it replaced under warranty. But while that was happening, I needed something. So I quickly bought this 512 gigabyte drive and installed my OS on there. And that is the drive that I'm still using. It's quite a chore to reinstall Windows and everything else. And after that was done, I connected it to the other drives that I have. Now you may be asking, yeah, how are you able to reinstall Windows so easily? And the reason that is because all of my data are on these 4 terabyte drives. They are the storage devices that I use for my long-term storage. So if you take a look here, you can see that this is a flash drive. This is my C drive. That's that M2 drive. This is my data drive here. Now you can see it's a 4 terabyte drive, but I'm using just about 1 terabyte, just a little over 1 terabyte. So I finally realized that I really don't need all of this internal storage. Over the last several years, the last 10 years, I've been kind of at a race to acquire as much storage as possible. And over the last few years, maybe the last 5 years, if you're not aware, data has become much more cloud-based. So in other words, I don't need to store a lot of music on my hard drive like I did 10, 20 years ago because it's cloud-based. I can watch any music video I want on YouTube. I've got streaming music services. So I really don't need to store like a lot of music on my hard drive. The same with pictures. I have a lot of pictures that I have stored, but I can just back those up and store them somewhere. I don't really need them on my go-to storage device. And then the other one would be videos. I used to download a lot of videos and watch them locally on my computer, and I don't do that anymore. I have Amazon Prime, I have Netflix and Hulu. All of the video that I watch on my computer, I now pay for, and I can watch it anytime, and it's all stored on their servers. So I really don't need this huge amount of space for all of my data. I do still do video recording, and I will need some storage for that, but I've decided that instead of a base drive and 2 4 terabyte drives, I really don't need all that storage. So I'm going to move to a base 1 terabyte drive for my C drive, and then I'm going to use this for my storage drive, because my data drive doesn't need to be 4 terabytes. 2 terabytes is plenty. And then this drive will be the recording drive, where I record my YouTube videos when I'm editing and when I'm recording and editing in Adobe. So that's the plan. So let me see if anybody's online that may have any questions. So I'm going to do a full reinstall of Windows. It's going to take me a while to get everything reinstalled, and I'm going to reinstall all my software, and it's going to take me several days. So I won't be around on Friday. Friday is the big birthday day. The 22nd is my birthday and Alex's birthday. Alex was born on my birthday, my 50th birthday. So we've got the double birthday going. Let's see here if anybody joined. A couple people. Food World is here. I know it's like the weirdest time for me to be online. So like I said, a lot of you guys will probably be watching this after the fact. So Food World, thanks for joining me. It's nice to see you here. If you have any questions, I'll try to get to them. I will just briefly talk about some of the news that's going on now. Stellar is doing great right now. If we look at, let's look at the chart, the cryptocurrency chart. Most of the cryptos are up today. Bitcoin broke 4,000 about 3 or 4 days ago, and it's just kind of been stuck in between 4,000 and 4,100, which is fine. And you'll notice that everything's up today. But Stellar has been on a tear over the last few weeks, and there's been a lot of great news being announced about Stellar. And also Litecoin is on quite a tear. And Tron, there's a lot of good stuff happening with Tron, but not a lot of price action. And then Cardano has seen a lot of good price action over the last few weeks as well. So this is the, some people are dubbing it the alt season, or I like to call it crypto spring, because we had the crypto bubble back in 2017. We had crypto winter in 2018, and a lot of us are hopeful that 2019, the spring of 2019, will be, the rebirth of cryptocurrency, stronger and, more fortified. You're not hearing as much bashing of Bitcoin as being only used by criminals anymore. A lot of banks are scrambling to figure out how they're going to incorporate Bitcoin. And, one of the big pieces of news for IBM is that Stellar, they've had a partnership. Stellar and IBM have had a partnership for a while now, but they've just announced some live some partnerships went live with 6 international banks to use the Stellar-powered blockchain payment network. And this is huge. I mean, this is cryptocurrency finally being put to massive use by a huge company, IBM. This is a competition for the SWIFT banking transfer system, which is a bit of a dinosaur now. A lot of people are thinking of trying to salvage SWIFT, but they probably won't. So let's see. A couple of people have joined me. LTC Perosi, thank you. Smash the like. I appreciate that. You'll do great. Hello from France. Gaspard. I hope I'm probably horribly mispronouncing that. E.R. Clark. How or more appropriate, where do I purchase kin coins and how to store it on a ledger? Okay, that's my first question. New investor, how can you to sale on Binance, ADA, and bring it back to Coinbase and back into your bank? Okay, good question. Download the Litecoin Cash wallet, but having trouble with Talks to Litecoin Cash wallet. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the first question was about kin coins. So let's go over here and find out what they are. All right, there it is. Now, is it an ERC20 token? I don't know for sure. cryptocurrency token and operates on the Ethereum platform. Okay, so Kin is an ERC20 token, and you can store ERC20 tokens on your Ledger device using the Ethereum app. And I don't think I have Ethereum on here at the moment because we have to keep shuffling apps on and off. But let me just check. I got to enter my PIN here. All right. And there we go. Now let's get out of this and see if I don't have Ethereum on here at the moment. But that's okay. Let's go into live. So basically, okay, how can you store it on a ledger? Basically, you're going to have to use, let's see. I'm just going to link this article for you because I don't have a whole lot of time today. I would rather see the Ledger support. Here we go. All right, yeah. So I'm going to link this article to you. As I said, there's no direct support for ERC20 tokens on a Ledger, but if you install the Ethereum app and then go over here to My Ether Wallet, this is a Ledger article on how we do this. You're going to connect your Ledger. You're going to well, you'll install the Ethereum app on the Ledger. You'll connect the Ledger to your computer, enter your PIN, install the Ethereum app, and then enter the Ethereum app, and then you'll go to the My Ether Wallet website and you'll sign in. And from there, you'll have an interface where you'll have an address that you can send your Kin tokens to. That's the long and short of it. And then he wants to, I'm sorry, Maurice asked about buying ADA. Hopefully, Coinbase will have ADA soon. That's really why ADA is on a upswing here, which is Cardano, right? So we're hoping that soon enough you'll be able to just purchase your Cardano on Coinbase to make it life easy. As it stands, what you need to do is you need to go to your Binance account. You need to fund your Binance account with some kind of cryptocurrency. You can transfer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. There's all kinds of cryptocurrencies that you can purchase on Coinbase, the easy way, or the Cash App, or Uphold, any of the commercial places where you can actually use your debit card to buy cryptocurrencies, transfer them, deposit them in your Binance account, and then from there you'll be able to trade for your Cardano. And then once you have the Cardano on Binance, I would suggest putting it in your own wallet, and that would, at this point, would be the Daedalus wallet, right? So let's do Cardano. So if you have purchased some Cardano, wherever it may be, you'll want to use the Daedalus wallet. It is a Cardano native wallet. It is a full node wallet. It syncs up to the Cardano blockchain, the ADA blockchain, however you want to think about it, and you'll generate yourself an empty wallet with a receiving address, and that is where you will withdraw your ADA from, wherever you buy it. You can buy your ADA on Bittrex too. You don't have to use Binance. You can use Binance, Bittrex. There's a lot of cryptocurrency exchanges that support ADA, right? So you got Bittrex and Binance are the big ones. But there's a lot of others that you can purchase ADA on. And like I said, we're hoping soon that we'll be able to purchase it on Coinbase to make life easier on all of us. Where to buy Kin tokens? Let's see here. Let's look at, what did I do here? I went back. Kin. Yeah. So where can we buy Kin tokens? Let's go to their website. I would assume just about any cryptocurrency exchange should be able to you should be able to buy them. Let's see, markets. Let's go down here. All right. So let's see. Let's CoinTiger, Bancor, Hit, Mercatox, Yobit, Ether Delta, Stellarport. So it looks right now that Kin is not that easy to grab with your fiat currency, right? There's no major exchanges that have Kin tokens available. So you're going to have to go to a place like CoinTiger, Bancor Network, FatBTC, open an account, transfer some crypto in there, and then you'll be able to trade for Kin on those exchanges. Now you'll notice here that they mention Ether Delta, which is a decentralized ERC20 token exchange. And then Stellarport, that's a Stellar-based exchange, but you can purchase some ERC20 tokens through their, I don't know what they call them, like channels or whatever. They kind of support non-Stellar-based tokens, but it's a little bit wonky. So I would stick probably with Ether Delta if you wanted to do the decentralized one. Or, you know, one of these second-tier centralized exchanges. And then once you get your Kin, you'll deposit it in your ledger using the MyEther wallet. That's the best place to store any cryptocurrency, is your own wallet, a wallet that you control the private keys. All right, let's see. How do you get your profits back to Coinbase and then in your bank for VC? So, okay, any cryptocurrency that you own, that you have stored in your own wallet, if you want to take profits, if you want to sell it, so you're going to have to transfer it back to the cryptocurrency exchange where you bought it, and then sell it on that exchange for something else. If you transfer it back to Binance, you can sell it for Tether or Binance Coin or even for Bitcoin, if you know. But if you want cash, if you want your bank, if you want the money in your bank, you're going to need to set up a connection with your bank account to the cryptocurrency exchange. Now, I don't know if Binance offers that or not. A lot of these don't allow you to connect directly to your bank account. Now, Coinbase does. So let's say you have some exotic cryptocurrency that you've bought that you have to go to a specialized exchange, something similar to Kin or VeChain or whatever, something that is not sold on Coinbase. All you have to do is trade it for something that is available on Coinbase. It could be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or any of the major cryptocurrencies. So you take your Kin, you transfer it back to an exchange, you trade it, you've made your money, right? It's gone up in value. You trade it for Bitcoin, for example. Now that you have the Bitcoin in your Binance account, you transfer that Bitcoin back to your Coinbase account. Now you have Bitcoin in your Coinbase account, and your Coinbase account is connected to your bank account. So now you can sell that Bitcoin for cash or US dollars. And once you've done that, all you have to do is a withdrawal, and that goes straight back to your bank. All right? So in order to get the money in your bank, that's the question, you have to be connected to and signed up for a cryptocurrency exchange that supports bank accounts, your bank accounts, that you can link your bank account to. And that generally will allow you to either deposit money into the cryptocurrency exchange from your bank or withdraw the money from the cryptocurrency exchange. In other words, what most people would consider cashing out. All right? So I would stick with a US cryptocurrency exchange if you want to connect it to your bank. Coinbase is a trusted one. Uphold Wallet, you can do that. The Cash app, the Square Cash app will allow you to move cryptocurrency back and forth. I don't know if that you can cash back out again, And then Bittrex. Bittrex is one of the big exchanges, and you can link that to your bank account. You can link your bank account up to Bittrex. There's a process that you have to go through. Basically, you wire the money to them. But once you've done that, you've set up a lifeline, so to speak, where if you need to cash out of any position that you have on Bittrex, they can wire you the money if that's what you want, right? Okay. Is it Friday night? Hey, Grand Illusion is here. Yay. So Grand Illusion, if you watch the video from the beginning, the reason I'm live streaming now is because I'm going to upgrade my rig to a full M2 solid state drive completely. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 2 terabyte Evo that I just purchased, all right? And I'm going to take, this is my main data drive, right? And you'll notice the main data drive only has about 1 terabyte. So I realized that since I don't have that much data, I really don't need a 4 terabyte SATA drive, right? I want a fast M2 drive. This will be my go-to storage. Then this one, my 512 drive, is going to be my recording drive. This is where I'm going to record my videos to, all right? It'll be a working drive. And then I have a 1 terabyte 960 Pro, which is going to be my Windows drive. So I'm just going to have those 3 drives. I'm going to disconnect all the SATA, I'm going to clean out all the cables, and I'm going to try to document it as much as I can to I'm trying to move in a new direction because I know a lot about cryptocurrency, but I also know a lot about putting rigs together, reinstalling Windows, setting up hard drives. That's really, if you look at the 10,000 hours of experience, that's really where I have more of my experience. I probably reinstalled Windows, you know, over 100 times over the last, you know, God knows how many years that I've been working with computers. Started with Windows 3.11, if I'm not mistaken. It was a floppy disk set. And then, you know, moved to Windows 98, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, so I have a lot of experience reinstalling Windows. And what I normally do when I install Windows is I'll have a local drive that I've got my, that's my C drive, right? That's where Windows lives. And a lot of programs live there too. But if you'll notice over here, the 4 terabyte data drive, that has the documents folder, the music folder, the pictures folder, and then my recording drive over here, the OBS recording drive, has the video folder. So after you install Windows, the default location for all of those folders is the C drive. But you can go in and change that, right? You can go into your settings and say, for example, desktop, I could change that, right? Or can I? I guess not. Not at the moment. It has to be a clean install. Like right after you install Windows, there's a location folder, right? Let's try, well, I think OneDrive still may have it. No. Oh dear. Let's try contacts. Sharing, security, customize. No, I don't see it. OneDrive, maybe. Huh. None of them have location on there anymore because I've moved them, right? So let's go back to the D drive. And you can see here, like for example, the music folder. We can hit properties on that guy. There it is, location, right? It's on the D drive. I could move it to a different location. So basically what I do is once I get Windows installed, I just tell the old drive is already there. like I've already got my storage drive connected after I install Windows on my boot drive. And then I go into Windows and say, hey, documents folder's over here. And I just tell it, okay, I want this documents folder to live on the D drive, right? And then I just hit documents and say move. And it sees all the documents that are there, and it incorporates it into my system. So I'll try to document that as much as possible. I'm not going to be here on Friday because it takes several days to get this done. The reconfiguration, the reinstallation, you know, all that stuff, you know, it takes a while. And then Friday is my birthday, so we're going out to Chuck E. Cheese because it's also Alex's birthday. Alex was born on my 50th birthday, so we have a double birthday. It's pretty exciting. So we got some family stuff planned on Friday, and I bought this new 2 terabyte M2 drive for myself for my birthday. And so I'm going to be doing what I love to do the most, which is playing around with my computer and reinstalling. And I'll tell you another thing that's really a plus about this new configuration is there's going to be a lot less cables that I have to manage in my rig. Because right now I have 3 SATA drives. So that requires 3 SATA power cables, or, you know, a power cable snaking through there that connects to 1 or 2 drives. I think there's 2 SATA power cables, and then 3 SATA data cables that I have to manage all these cables. I'm just gonna, you know, say goodbye to SATA cables and just use, and I don't have a SATA CD drive anymore, so I'm gonna say goodbye to SATA cables, and I'm gonna go full M2, and the machine's gonna be fast, and it's going to be great. And like I said, I'll try to document it as much as I can. I'm going to start a sub YouTube channel called CryptoDad Configs or Rigs or something of that nature. And maybe the first couple of configuration videos I'll post on both channels, but then I'll start trying to keep them logically separated so that people that are interested in, you know, my knowledge as far as rigs and configuration and installation and that kind of stuff can go over to my rig sub channel, and those of you who are cryptocurrency fans can stick with the tried and true CryptoDad channel, where I talk about cryptocurrencies, wallets, exchanges, news, that kind of stuff. Yes, you know, Alex is mentioning his Windows reinstall. It does take a while because you do have to reinstall all of your programs. And before I even start, I'm going to connect this drive. Before I break the machine down, I'm just going to open up the side. I'm going to install this drive, and I'm going to copy all of my document over onto this first. And once that's done, then I'm just going to break the entire rig down, take out all the SATA drives, and then I'm going to reinstall Windows from scratch on the boot drive. And that'll take maybe a day and get all the drivers up to speed and everything. Then I'll reconnect all the secondary drives, reinstall all my apps, and reconfigure, you know, the recording software, the editing software, you know, Windows, or I'm sorry, Microsoft Office, all that other stuff. So it will take a while, but it's what I love to do. And I'll be back next Friday for sure. Not this Friday, the Friday after. And we'll jump back into cryptocurrencies and all that stuff that you guys love. Yeah. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, he's mentioning, Alex says it's been a while since he's reinstalled Windows. I'm of the opinion that you should reinstall Windows at a minimum every 6 months to keep your machine running clean and smooth. And I'm talking about a full reinstall of Windows. Wipe that disk clean and reinstall Windows from scratch. Reinstall all of your applications, because over time, no matter how you've got your rig set up, even if it's SATA drives, solid state drives, M2 drives, whatever kind of hybrid drives, however good your setup is, Windows performance degrades over time, always, because there's temp files and disk fragmentation. There's all that stuff going on that accumulates over time. So my, that's my creed, is at least every 6 months. Sometimes, if it's been over 6 months since I've done a clean install of Windows, that's too long. And I think it has on this rig. So it's time for a fresh start. And like I said, I'll try to document it as much as I can, so any of you guys that are interested can pick up some tips. 2 years. I mean, it's not huge. 2 years is not bad compared to some. I've gone into people's houses and done, on-site consulting where they've had that, Windows has been installed for like 5 years, 6 years, and they keep, well, why is my computer so slow? And I'm like, because, you need a clean install of Windows. But I don't like to do it to clients because, they're not prepared for that. It's a full-on commitment. If I were to reinstall Windows, and leave, then they would come back and, why is this not where it was before, and why can't I open this and that? So I don't even bother. I know I can handle it on my own. Like if I reinstall Windows and then I go to do something and say, oh yeah, I have to reinstall that program, and you go to it. But clients don't understand that kind of stuff. So anyway, but do-it-yourselfers do, and I'm gonna do my best to document all my configuration stuff and put it on a sub channel. And I hope you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. Okay, all right, Grand Illusion. Ask for some recommendations, but I'll be back up. Is it Tuesday, March 19th? Is it Tuesday, March 19th? Yes, it is Tuesday, March 19th. Like I said, I'm doing it early because I won't be here on the 22nd. That's my birthday. And Alex's birthday. We have the same birthday. So we're going out to Chuck E. Cheese, and we're doing birthday stuff. And Daddy is going to be redoing his rig for the next, week or so. Not a full week. No. I've got it down to a science. It only takes me a few days to do the full reinstall. All right, guys. No, I have a guy that does my taxes. But, I don't do a huge amount of buying and selling, so, or trading, so I don't, it's not that complicated. They're just, but if I were a trader, a cryptocurrency trader that bought and sold on a daily basis, I would definitely find somebody to do my taxes, or some, cryptocurrency centric software to help you do your taxes, where you can, download your transactions from your exchanges and, do them right. There aren't that many tax consultants out there that really get crypto yet, but I'm sure that'll change as time goes by. But I would definitely recommend, if you're a heavy trader, to have somebody do your taxes. Who knows, maybe a few years down the road, TurboTax will have full support for crypto traders. But as it stands, yeah, find an expert. All right, guys, I'm gonna do this. Don't forget, no live stream this Friday, but I'll be back the Friday after that. Let's see, what Friday will that be? 29th. The 29th. I'll be back on the 29th with the live Friday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, crypto live Q&A in LA. Hope to see you guys there. Thanks for joining me for this little short talk about crypto and my rig, and I hope to see you guys soon. Whoops. Can't do it right. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.